Hello everybody, welcome to today's game. It has happened. We have lost. Manchester United 6-1, Tottenham 6, which is unfucking believable. For this club, yeah, to just sit back and have that is diabolical. Absolutely diabolical. It is unnecessary. There was no need for that. We should have won. We started off very well. Welcome to stream, sir. We started off very well. You know, got the penalty, brilliant pass from Bruno, and Harry Maguire doesn't ruins it. Like, he fouls Luke Shaw. Like, what is Harry Maguire doing in this club? What is he doing in this club? Fouling like that. That is horrible performance from Harry. Diabolical. Absolutely diabolical. Let me just how's that? Is that better? Hope my mic's better. Hope. Let me fix that. Thank you for reminding me, Musa. Yeah. But anyway, that was horrible. Absolutely horrible fun. And I will do my max reactions in a minute, but I want to talk about the game first. Maguire cost us 2 goals. Pogba cost us 2 goals. Wan-Bissaka was diabolical. Bailey wasn't brilliant today. De Gea, it wasn't De Gea's fault. If you're going to blame De Gea, fuck off. Because if you're going to say Henderson would done that, you can piss off. Get it, and you need to clearly watch the match because Henderson wouldn't do that too. Henderson would not save that. Management shambles. And I'm not Ole out, but I am getting pissed off. I was pissed off with Ole subbing off Bruno, subbing off Pogba too. I think Pogba stayed on quite a long time. Pogba should have came off half time. McTominay coming on was, I know McTominay and Fred did they didn't do badly, but that was diabolical. And Pogba better not play the next game. It should be Van der Beek playing because Pogba is shambles, like Musa said, shambles. Not good enough. David's not a fault. Bruno not a fault. Exactly. I don't think it was Rashford's fault. Rashford didn't do much. Rashford had a chance, but he was offside. Greenwood didn't do much. Martial started off very well. That red card though, I understand it wasn't his fault. Lamela died for it, but if he did elbow you, you can't just slap him back because you never know. If the ref didn't see Lamela elbows it, if you slap them, I know I'm not blaming Martial. It should have been Lamela shouldn't get sent off. But at the end of the day, don't slap him because you might get caught, and that's what happened. Martial got caught, Lamela didn't, and Lamela should have got sent off anyway. And we were just absolutely good. We're getting Cavani because Martial will be out for 3 games. Yeah, I hate Cavani. Cavani's not the best, but to be fair, Cavani's better than Udi and Gallo. He's definitely 10 times better, 10 out of 10 better than a Gallo. If we had a Gallo for the last 3 games, we would have lost. We'd probably lose our 3 games, whoever we got. And if we didn't have Cavani, if Greenwood came up as striker, who would play the right wing? Because Daniel James is not good enough. That attacking side wouldn't be brilliant. So yeah, and I'm not being rude to I'm glad we've got Telles. Not really happy with Cavani, but 14 minutes before the game it was announced. It should have been announced ages ago or after the game. That is diabolical. And we're going for attacking players because, to be fair, Van der Beek's more of an attacking player. Cavani's a striker. With Gallo's extended his loan. We are doomed. I don't know about what Cavani's got quad. I don't think he will. I don't know about that. And we got Telles. Listen, people are moaning at Luke Shaw, but to be fair, if Telles was in there, Telles wouldn't do much. Telles would have probably just do better attacking. That's it. Nothing Telles would have changed that game. It is Harry Maguire's fault. It's Wan-Bissaka's fault. There's nothing wrong. And Bailey, I think Bailey wasn't bad. I mean, he was bad, but he wasn't as well as the other two. Like, Bailey did 3 blocks in a row to save us quite a few times. It's just that third goal, it was a diabolical pass. But people saying, oh, we should put Lindelof with Maguire. Lindelof's not going to do anything. If you put Lindelof in that squad, Lindelof wouldn't do the exact same thing. Lindelof would have made it worse too. Both Maguire and Harry are not good enough. And I'm not saying, I said to this a lot of times in the stream, Smalling shouldn't be playing. But if Smalling could play good like he did in Roma, get Smalling in the squad. Because we're not getting the centre-back. It's absolutely horrendous for Manchester United. Tottenham just came at us, and Jose Mourinho's going to laugh at us now and say, haha, that's what you get. Jose's now going to say, oh, it wasn't like that with Mourinho, when it was actually quite bad with Mourinho. And also we've got the Championship League coming up. The Championship League. We've got PSG and Leipzig. Leipzig are not a bad team. And PSG, we obviously know PSG is brilliant. They are a good team. So, you're putting that defence against Leipzig and PSG. You're going to get freaking screwed, mate. You're going to get absolutely destroyed in that team. It's not going to work. It's not. And people might be positive. People are going to say Ule out. I'm not Ule out. I think Ule, it's not technically Ule's fault with the tactics, but the substitution should have been better. And taking Bruno off at half-time was diabolical. Because Bruno, in that first half, was man of the match. No question about it. And I still think he was Manchester United's best up. What did we do in the second half attackingly without Bruno? Nothing. We sat back, we defensive, and to be fair, we conceded 2 goals. So, yeah, we might have not conceded much in that half, but at the end of the day, it was horrible performance from Manchester United. Horrible. Very disgusting performance, and the players should be ashamed of themselves. Horrible performance. But anyway, let's get to our player ratings. Don't know what's going on here. I'm just gonna do the player ratings. Let's do this. So yeah, let's do this. Oh, what's going on now? Come on, don't muck up with me. Anyway, right, there you go. So De Gea, I'm giving a 6. I'm just gonna, let's get back in this. Sorry about this, guys. It's mucking up now. New project. Right, let's do this. Right, here we go. So, anyway, let's get into it. So, De Gea is getting a 6. There was nothing wrong with what he did today. He wasn't at fault for the... I know it's bad that a goalkeeper can concede 6, but it's not David De Gea's fault. It's not his fault. Absolutely, it was really Wan-Bissaka and Maguire's fault and Bailey's fault at the 3rd goal. There was nothing wrong with that. Wan-Bissaka is getting its... Wan-Bissaka's getting a 2. That was a horrible performance from Wan-Bissaka. Not even Mark. He was... This is the thing about Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka before lockdown was one of the best defensive right back. Wan-Bissaka since lockdown, he's like a he's like a statue base. Like he's basically a hippo. But but he's just absolutely gobsmacked. He's unbelievable. He's not good enough. He's trash. He's not good enough. He's absolutely, that was god awful from Wan-Bissaka, and yeah, just absolutely horrible. Harry, no, I'm giving him the set. Harry was there. Do you think I'm giving him a 1? Harry Maguire is an 18 million. I know it wasn't his fault for the price tag. 18 million pounds. I've had enough. I've had enough of saying sticking up for that money thing. 80 million pounds the owners paid for him, and he's making mistakes like that. He looks like Phil Jones's brother. Dude, it looked like we had Phil Jones on the pitch today. Phil freaking Jones. I thought we weren't playing Phil Jones. I thought we stopped playing him now. Nope, we got Phil Jones version 2 now. But the potato head, Harry Maguire. A 0 for Harry Maguire today. A poor performance. God awful from him. I don't want to. I think he shouldn't be the captain. Like, seriously. Eric Bailey, 3. I know people might give him a 5 or 6, but the third goal was his fault, and I'm not giving him a 6 and a 7. If you think I'm giving him more than Bruno or the same amount as Rashford and Greenwood or Bruno, think again, because I'm actually not. Because he was trash to that. He was alright the first 20 minutes. He started making good blocks. The third mistake was bad, and then he conceded 6. Shaw, 4. I mean, I think Shaw wasn't at fault, but at the end of the day, I expect better from Shaw. I mean, he had chances, but it wasn't great today from Luke Shaw. It wasn't great from any of them. Matic, 4. That was atrocious from Matic today. The midfield was poor today, and that's why I'm giving Matic a 4. He wasn't good enough, and Pogba wasn't good enough. Paul Pogba, this is probably the lowest. I've started doing player ranks now, but I'm giving Pogba a 2 because he was god awful, terrible. Matic 3.5. Yeah, I'd give him a 4. I think Pogba was a 2 though. You lot agree? Comment down below if you're watching the live stream. Comment down below your player ranks. But if you're not watching, if you're watching this when the stream is over, comment down below your player ranks, because I want to see what your player ranks is, guys, because I want to communicate with you guys. But yeah, Pogba 2, Paul 0.5. Actually, I'm changing that part. I'm putting Pogba as 1. I've had enough of Pogba. I think that was terrible. And Pogba and Maguire cost 18 million pounds. Pogba cost nearly 90. Maguire cost dead on 18 million. Terrible, absolutely terrible. Bruno, 7. It is controversial. People might give him a 6, people might give him a 5. I know some people's gave him a 4, but I'm giving him a 7. He got subbed off in the first half, and I bet everyone, yeah, he went in that locker room and started having a go at people. Because look at him storming off. That is a true captain right there. Bruno was great today. Bruno started off very well, 6.7, yeah, I'll give you that, Musa. But Bruno, he got the penalty. He set up a great pass to Martial. He had set up a great pass to He done good. It wasn't his fault for the 4 goals. It's not the attacking fault. If people blame the attackers, I'm just going to say, well, it ain't the attacking's fault. It was the defensive fault. So Bruno, 7. Rashi. Oh, we'll do Greenwood actually. I'm not going to put Mason because that's me. Greenwood, 6. He was pretty poor today, to be honest. Very poor today. Well, it wasn't bad from Greenwood. I know Greenwood didn't do much, to be fair, so I can't give him I can't give him 7. He was pretty average. He didn't do nothing to do same. Yeah. Rashi, I'm gonna have to take Greenwood off quickly. Rashi, Rashi, I'm going to go with 6 also because he didn't do much too. He didn't do much. Martial, I love Martial. I can't. See, the thing about it, Miss, it's understanding your point. I am actually respecting that, but I'm actually giving both of them 6 because they both did. I know Rashford's been bad, but I can't just give, you know, Greenwood a 7 and give Rashford a 5 because they both actually didn't do much in that game anyway. Like, it wasn't Rashford's fault, but it's nothing wrong with Greenwood. He didn't do badly, so yeah, it wasn't his fault. Martial, a 3. If Martial didn't get that red card, Martial would have got maybe. And it was Bailey. I like Martial, and I know it wasn't his fault for the card. But if he didn't get that slap in, yeah, or do anything, I know he's got getting elbows bad. You should have shouted at him though, not like fucking get physical, man. I know he got physical with him, but it kind of kicked off. I know we conceded loads before that anyway, but without Rashford, we had no striker. But yeah, I'm giving him a 4. Now the substitutions. I'm going to do that soon now. Fred, 5. McSauce. Fred 5. He didn't do much, to be fair. So I'm giving both a 5 because they both really didn't change the game really. Van der Beek. Also a 5. I think Van der Beek should be starting. Van der Beek should be starting. There is no agreement. If Pogba's playing like that, you put Van der Beek up that CDM. I know Van der Beek's not a CDM, but if Pogba's not a CDM, why is Van der Beek not playing? Van der Beek should be playing a CDM. Fred a 4, McSauce a 4, yeah. I think they're all 5. I think there's nothing changed with it. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I'm going to 3. Controversial. I'm giving Ole a 3 today. He was god awful. I know the tactics weren't his fault, but that was atrocious substitutions. Taking Bruno off, taking Van der Beek, it was god awful. Absolutely awful from United today. And by the way, guys, Ole 2.1, I actually agree with you. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and people might moan at this, but people are saying we've now got to shake up for the next game. Do you know, right, this game we need a swing anyway, because now we have to wait 2 weeks now till the next game, because now international break is here. So we needed to do well the first 3 games. The Palace game was god awful. We had the what's it called? The Brighton game, we kind of struggled, but we just won that game. We didn't deserve the win. Brighton was much more better than us, but we take the win, and it was god awful. Absolutely awful today. Worst, do you know, we hasn't conceded 6 goals since what? Ages since we lost 6-1 to Man City. And by the way, this defensive has conceded 10 goals. 10 goals in the 3 games. That is probably the worst defensive start we've had in the Premier League in a long time. I think luckily, if I check clearly on my Google on the Premier League standards right now, we haven't got the worst defensive team, but we're still not good enough. No, number 11, no 11, exactly. Oh yeah, it's 11 now, sorry, 11, and that's god awful. That's still awful. 10, 11, 3 games. You're conceding 11 is god awful. Absolutely god awful. Luckily, I'm glad we're not the only team getting literally Palace 3, Brighton. Exactly. That's how god awful we are. Liverpool are losing 1-0 to Villa, so if Liverpool loses, I'll be happy. I know it's not as bad. It's probably not as badly lost as we have. But I'm glad Liverpool are losing right now. Man City had a draw against Leeds and Leicester lost to West Ham. So we're not the only club getting embarrassed, but it's not good enough from the club. But we've conceded. We're the second. I'll tell you what, yeah, we've got conceded the same amount as freaking Fulham. We are the second worst defensive team in the Premier League. I am not happy. I'm sorry, but I took my Man United shirt off and I've put my PlayStation shirt on. I'm not in the mood today to wear the Man United merchandise. Not me being better or anything, but I'm sick of it. Us United fans put our money into this club. Try our best to support this club and help the club and try and, bring you good times. And all this, the Glazers do is bring us down. And the players, and yes, the coaching is bad, but Harry Maguire is god awful. He is awful. Bailey's awful. We need a new centre back. Why haven't we got? We had the chance to get Gabriel, we failed. We could get Upamecano, we haven't got Upamecano. Do you tell me, right? We've not had opportunities. We have had opportunities. James Sancho's 108 million. I understand, I want James Sancho, but if that attacking's good enough, yeah, to play like that at the start, and defensive not, you need to go for the defensive players then. You need to get, defenders. Because Telles, that's a good start. Van der Beek was kind of a good signee. Gallo, I don't know why we extended this loan. If we get, he's god-awful. We've got Cavani now, it's probably as a backup, which is good. Now he'll probably play the 3 games. But no, it's not good enough. It's not absolutely good enough. I'm not happy with Ole, with the substitutions, but I'm not Ole out. Not in a million years, because and if he continues like that, then I'm sorry, but that's just not brilliant. But last thing I'd like to say, my review on Telles and Cavani. Telles coming in is good, competition for sure. Cavani coming in is a good I don't mind because he is a backup, but as a starting lineup, I don't really want him in the starting lineup. But we're gonna have to have him in the starting lineup. It's either that or Gallo. So yeah, but yeah, today was poor. I decided to do a max reaction. I haven't streamed in a while. It's my first stream in since a couple weeks, and I want to bring positivity on this channel, but I was planning to do this anyway this week, to do a max reaction, and I'm coming back. I've made a return after 2 weeks off, and I've got to do a negative reaction video of us losing. That is god awful. I mean, I feel like now tomorrow I want to come back to YouTube. And now tomorrow I'm feeling like maybe I need to do I'm going to do a stream tomorrow, because I am not being negative coming back after 2 weeks break and having to do this video reacting to United get smashed 6-1 by Jose Mourinho, who didn't do well at Man United. So yeah, it was god awful. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Comment down below your max reactions. Every reaction, is always appreciated. Thank you, Musa, for our moderators, for being in the chat. Thank you all for watching. I will be back tomorrow night with a Fall Guys stream at probably about 6 o'clock, 6:30 tomorrow night. Well, actually, yeah, tomorrow night. Maybe there might be a stream tomorrow night. It is the weekdays, so it depends what I'm in. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Until